All right, let's talk. Last week, Travis Kelce, and we talked about this on the show earlier in the week. Travis Kelce hosted Saturday Night Live, obviously wins the Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes. You're a comedian. I thought it was good, but what the hell do I know?
Yeah. So I'll say
was
that
he any good?
I've done a whole 180 on this. So Mojo was doing all talk, or not Mojo. Sorry.
He thinks they look alike. He thinks they look alike though. So,
oh really?
Yeah.
Kelce. So Travis Kelce, he did a bunch of crap where he was like talking trash to the governor.
Yeah.
Or the mayor of
yeah.
You know,
the mayor of Cincinnati, because
know your role and shut your mouth. He was doing all that, and I go, I don't like this guy at all, and I don't like.
And you're a wrestling guy. That was an ode to The Rock, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's also just a bad look.
Okay.
You know, like any mayor or governor's trying to just hype up his city and say things. He's not. He doesn't want to go tit for tat with
with Travis Kelce,
with a really big, cool athlete who's a young millionaire. So he's just trying to. So I didn't like that.
Okay.
So when I heard he was hosting, I go, here we go, another athlete trying to be funny on a SNL.
By and large, you think athletes not really great at comedy?
Not great at that. In my from everything I've seen.
Right. Well, you
from
would know,
everything
right?
I've seen. But then he was on. He was so good. He was so good. I thought it was so funny. The doll sketch.
Yeah.
What is that called? American Doll.
Right. Yeah. Something. Yeah.
So good. It was
good.
so funny. I sent it to like 20 of my friends.
Really?
Yeah. So he's won me over. I like you now. I just didn't like I didn't know that I liked you when you were doing all the theatrics with the thing.
But you liked them up on the SNL stage.
It's funny.
How hard is that? I would think that would be the hardest and the scariest thing. That would be the last thing that I would want to do. I just feel like that would be terrifying. Live show, the country's watching.
Yeah.
You're doing these skits.
Well, it's
scary.
not fair that I'm saying that all these athletes suck at it. It's not fair because why would they be good?
Right.
That's the thing. I'm not mad at them. It's like saying, Jeff, you're great at comedy. Go play football.
Right.
I'm going to be bad.
I'm not a football player.
So my criticism, I hope that they don't take it too personal. And also another thing that happens is like sometimes when you're with a celebrity, you'd know this, they'll go, you only get them for 15 minutes. Now, Peyton Manning might need more takes than a comedian or an actor.
Right.
And they go, sorry. The handler goes, you had him for that you get one. And it's like, so, you know, Drew Brees comes off looking like a dork on a Doritos commercial because they only had him for 5 minutes. So so it's not, I'm not trying to be too harsh on the athletes, but I do think that Kelce killed it. He reminded me of Phil Hartman. That's how good I'd say he was.
No kidding aside.
Not being sarcastic. It was very Phil Hartman-esque.
So if he wasn't 6'7" and the greatest pass-catching tight end ever, you would be like, that guy could make it in comedy?
Yeah, he's funny. Well, I don't know if he can make it in comedy, but he could definitely make it in acting. He was killed it in acting because he's not reading.
Is that
his
more
jokes.
like? So that would be more of. Right, you're doing sketches.
Yeah.
Right, he did do the monologue. The monologue was funny, but
funny people wrote some things, and he delivered it really well.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
See, that's why it was his delivery. He seemed natural up there to me.
Well, like Tom Brady's thinking about doing stand-up. You heard about this rumor?
I did. Now they say that's not going to happen. I get the feeling that he'd be terrible at it, though.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he'd be good.
Too stiff, doesn't he?
Well, I just don't think anyone would receive him.
Right. Yeah,
people go, what?
Right, Tom Brady.
You're the best-looking guy ever and the greatest football player, and now you want us to laugh at you? That's going to be a tough one.
So you could see Travis Kelce getting into acting. And
he was great. He was great. Yeah. I don't know what role he'll play, but The Rock has found himself in plenty of roles.
Yeah, imagine that.
They'll go, this scientist in this movie Rampage, we won't explain why he's a giant Samoan man. Right. Why would a scientist have that body?
Right.
Yeah, but anyways, so there's that.
Yeah.
If The Rock could do it, Kelce can do it.
Right. He could. Yeah, absolutely. Who else do you think? Is there a guy out there that you think would be either a good comedian, a good actor, any other?
Our boy Eli Manning's pretty funny. Eli's very funny.
You're a Seattle guy. You're a big Seahawks fan.
Yes.
But you like Eli Manning.
Well, it was in Eli's house where I got to watch my Seahawks stomp the Denver Broncos. His brother.
Wait.
I was at that Super Bowl.
In whose house though?
It was in Eli Manning's house. It was in the where the Giants play.
In Arizona. The Super Bowl in Arizona.
No, the Super Bowl was in New York.
Okay.
Where Eli Manning was the quarterback.
Oh, he is the guy.
Yeah,
I heard
it was
that.
in his house.
I heard that. I see. Okay,
we watched my Seahawks stomp the Broncos.
Right. The New York at
it was
MetLife.
awesome. Yeah, so but I think Eli would be very funny.
Yeah, Peyton has done it before. I think Eli's been great. His post career has been incredible.
Yeah, he's got that dry sense of humor, so I think it would be funny. And during the Manning cast, he's always got these little nice digs. I think he knows his voice very well.
Right.
Peyton knows his voice too, but I just think Eli would be a good stand-up comedian.
Don't you think Peyton could? I think Peyton could run for senator if he wanted.
I mean, I don't know. I've always heard from unreliable sources he has an interesting sex life and all this stuff. I've heard that from a lot of sources.
There's some stuff.
I don't know if they're reliable sources.
I don't know either.
But if there's truth to any of those, probably don't run for office.
Right, that stuff will come out.
Just stay the golden boy.
There's some stuff that might have happened at Tennessee that I think he doesn't really talk about.
I don't know. I've heard swinger stuff. I've heard all these like weird parties. I've heard a lot of things. And like I said,
so curious.
I know where I'm at.
Right.
TMZ.
Right,
allegedly.
Allegedly. Right. We don't want to get sued. All right. Tell me about the new game show, Jeff. Who the bleep is that? It is, well, first of all, premiered on Monday.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, airing in 12 big markets across the country here. I'm going to give them to you. New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Dallas, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, Houston, Phoenix, Minneapolis, Detroit, Orlando, and Milwaukee.
Yeah. Basically, take 3 contestants, and they compete to identify a distorted celebrity before their opponents. And if they can, they win points to try to play for $5,000.
It's fun. I've been watching it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to play along. I'm not smart enough for like Jeopardy and for those game shows. Like I can handle
Just
this.
See
and
a face.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we mix it up. We've got a fair amount of athletes, politicians, musicians, actors, YouTubers, TikTokers.
Right.
We have the whole range, and then we also have the range of generations. So obviously we don't have.
So it had to be like a 21-year-old who like is on TikTok every day to.
Because that would be my initial. If I was going to play the game, I'd be like a little intimidated. Like I don't want to play against like a 21-year-old who knows like all these.
Right. I have no
TikTokers
idea who those people
and things.
are.
But we have what happens all the time. We had like a BB King question, and it completely just went to the face of BB King. And then I looked at him like, all right, just name who this guy is. And they go, we don't know. We had to pass. And
I know. I'm trying to think. I think I saw Betty White was one of the
But she's pretty famous.
She's pretty famous.
But we have like a JFK, or
I love
like
it.
we like a lot of the ones I didn't know was like Donald Rumsfeld. Like I don't know any of the politicians,
right.
Unless it's like a president. But so there was a lot of those that were tricky, and then I also had to be real creative about jokes for that too. I'd say some terrible thing. They go, and I go, all right, let's take it from the top here. I said a thing that I shouldn't have.